Sunrise on the Atlantic. We're here for the Amelia Island Concours 2020. And that great event is taking place here at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Amelia Island. We are at Amelia Island. Out in front of the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, Amelia Island Concours. So how is this for shape and form? I'm overwhelmed. Can't believe what I'm looking at here. De Tomaso's, the older one, and another De Tomaso. The past and the future. We're for the Friday drive, and that drive has a lot of variety, including an MG, which truly lives up to the word, midget. Speaking of midgets, how about this Devon and Horsch? Now from a Riley to a Rod. I guess that's not one there. Incredible variety. I think this is a Chrysler. I mentioned variety. It seems to be a number of hot rods in it. Obviously this isn't a hot rod. Obviously this Lincoln changes the mood along with this Bentley. I'll find out about this one in a minute. We all know what this is. Now Roger Penske is honored this year, and I have seen him in a red Mercedes over in Amelia. Maybe this is his. Fine machinery in this AC. More hot rods. I guess you could call that one a hot rod. And the line goes on. Sunbeam Alpine, look at that. How about this glorious Mercedes with the Rudge knockoff wheels? Oh, Duesenberg. A little cold this morning. That's all right, top's down. Aston Martin. All right, here's the variety. Cadillac, Ferrari, Aston Martin. So unbelievable, I called it the wrong name. It's an Alta. Wow. Magnificent. Unbelievable. This is a Lozier. Yes, Lozier. Lancia really, and a Chrysler. Boy, you think of Packards like this. Look what Chrysler was offering. Zagato Maserati. Beautiful. Some cars are, well, a little more interesting in the rear.
My alarm doesn't wake everybody up.
Cadillac. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. From fins to fun. Oh yeah, the interesting rear end. It's a Studebaker. Speaking of Cadillacs, anyway, this is the rear of the Lozier. Its rear is interesting too. Here's this Alta again. It is worth many views. And we're speaking of Cadillacs, why not? We're in Florida. Vendley. Lumbering in. All right, back to this one. This is from that museum in Nashville. It has all kinds of unusual and small cars. 1979. Collections are a replica. That's a replica. But who cares? I said I'd come back.
Well, grab them now, because you don't need them.
I'm going to call it a Mathis unless otherwise told differently. Well, right next to the golf clubhouse here, I think these two Rolls Royces fit appropriately. Yeah, the clubhouse. Boy, gorgeous. Double gorgeous. And from that to this little Gia. God, it's a fabulous little car. A few cars with stories. George Whittle, famous person that had the lion as a pet at Lake Tahoe. All kinds of interesting stories. This Duesenberg belonged to him. And if you stand around long enough, you really can appreciate some of these cars. In greater depth, that is. Yes, every aspect. Total respect. The flying lady. Well, you kind of look at one of these hot rods, and that's pretty nicely detailed as well. Oh, and the glorious sun is coming out. Believe me, I am stooping way down to take this picture. This is that little Fiat. Look at the seats. Any of the cars, pay attention to the details in their restoration. Look at that. Oh, how sweet it is. Other cars are worth looking at as well. Roger Penske and Bill Warner runs the event. Of course, there are commercial things going on as well. That's Haggerty, an old car on display. QCB. And a very silver
Hey, Ken,
Daytona.
do you want these in the ignition or do you want to take them? Yeah.
Coupe. And a Plymouth, and you remember it. Back then, Plymouth. Oh, do we remember? Maybe we want to forget. Now, here's how the contemporary photographer moves about events. Go over here, move around with your camera, beats a drone. Okay, here's the drive.
You're in the back.
Let the class leave here. Yeah. Hot rod. Here's a Porsche Debit. You know? Ah, the Isetta. Here's that Duesenberg, Whittle Duesenberg. Packard. Oh yeah. Town car, Lincoln. $120 Jaguar. BMW. Now the Mercedes, just gorgeous. Aston Martin. Here's a Duesenberg. This is a doozy boy. Ferrari. Collier. Put the top down. So, Chrysler. There's the Amelia. AC again. What's this? Maserati. Cadillac. Packard. Oh, here's speaking of Cadillac. Studebaker. Ooh, Vendley. And another Cadillac, not quite as dramatic as the first one. Oh, Bentley. Now let's preview some of the RM auction cars. NX, Ferrari. I'll take one of these Mercedes any day. I love it. Can-Am to an Allard. Oh, and there's a tent full of them. Including a D-type, probably a replica, but here, a purple Munch Jet. Can't cover them all. Look at the Rolls Royces, Cadillac, Aston Martin, Jaguar. Oh. And, as I said, a D-type Jaguar replica. Pretty nice. And speaking of Rolls Royces, how about the one we're out in the drive this morning? It's similar.
Partly cloudy in the morning, then clearing highs.
And an Austin 7.
Breezy, cooler.
And an Offie sprint car. Whoa. Yeah, Offenhauser. And the Cadillac V16, which I think is sad. Very modern engine, but most of them are in very older looking vehicles. And next to that Cadillac, a Renault, very distinctive front end. Adding color to the day is this original condition, Pantera. Original, including the cover over the engine. This is just great to see it. Sunbeam Tiger. Oh, and a Chrysler Town & Country. Real authentic, luscious wood. And we saw the horse in the drive this morning. Here's another one. And a Lincoln Zephyr. Oh, another Lincoln. A Talbot. Oh, and more wood. Got to go back to it. Hard top, convertible, Munch Jet in purple. In position. And right next to the hotel is an additional amount of RM Sotheby's auction cars. And that group is a 2016 McLaren. How far they've come. And it's for male, 8C. And how nice is this? Oh yeah, with cars. Hey, and in the lobby, here's a half scale, I guess, 917 Porsche model, along with a Mini Cobra model. Again, you can actually ride in it. Well, we're out front again, and the Bugatti's moved in, and guess what's getting the whole attention at the moment? All right, these cars are called the Apollo. Those cars. All right, let's climb inside. Yes, they're not models. They're real cars. Once I said chrome was my favorite color, and this one here, gold. Lots of it. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, with fins. Well, we got McLaren here. It's pretty groovy as well. Excuse the term.
Look into your trailer.
So it's kind of tame. This sign was at the area where the cars took off for the drive this morning. I think it's in the wrong place. Don't you think so? Now we're at a car event. What a way to bring a car in, huh? And I'm saying, park this car, please. Say, deliver this car, please. Okay, now you just drop the car. No, I don't want to use that word drop. You place the car right here. This is unreal. They said park the car. Yeah, but they didn't say over the planter, onto the walk. Ooh, that's what's said. Make sure it lands carefully.
Come forward a little bit more and we'll be...
All right, we've seen all the shine and all that, and the Mercedes concept car coming in. We've got another story to tell here in this Mercedes. It's been in storage for a long time. Somebody else has been there. Wow. They're adding more cars to this group. Here's a 275 GTB. A lot shinier than that Mercedes. Back out reviewing the RM Sotheby's car. And reviewing it is. How about a beautiful green Duesenberg? A Packard or a black? You got it. I've said it many times, a Concours is an auction is a Concours. Look at this Packard. Yes, we are looking, and it is magnificent. Dual cowl, Phaeton. Absolutely remarkable. Now from that Packard, let's go to this V16 Cadillac. Not as spectacular, but still a V16. And defend my comment about Concours. Another Packard. Oh, the fun of an auction when the cars are being moved. Should have heard that Bugatti. Oof. Bugatti Botta. Maybe a mechanical marvel. It does sound interesting. Let's do another Bugatti. As I said before, the RM Sotheby's auction Concours. Earlier I had mentioned there's a Mercedes I like. Well, here's the convertible version of it. A lot of color. Oh, there are vendors everywhere. Lots of things for sale. Say, how about a set of racing gloves? Mario Andretti. Gas pumps for your family room. And there's mega vending. Unbelievable. Toolkits alone. Now I walk into one of the ballrooms. They're going to have a Penske talk today. Obviously, Porsche's the subject, though. Well, here's about $50 million worth of car right here. GTO. With the 917 in place. Okay, here it is. Layout for the Penske show. It's down. It's in place. It's ready for us to appreciate. It's electric. Vision Mercedes Simplex. A vision for the heritage and future of the brand. Yeah. Strange. I guess the seat kind of represents the buggy side of it. I mean, the tires alone have the Mercedes three-pointed star. The luggage, designer luggage, of course, even back then, whenever then was. Independent rear suspension, though, I think. Kind of an interesting exercise. Porsche activity around here, including outside the garage.
Well, we're going to do one at a time. We got the other side, don't we? Oh, man, relax.
Yep, activity everywhere. I'm just going to do a little basement looky-loos here. Some interesting stuff. Very interesting. All kinds of stuff. Porsche engine, that Quaker State. All right, here's the real world. Here's the real world. Porsche electric. There it is. And now what a find. Look at here. Petronas Formula One and Mercedes-Benz. Now we go from the shine of this beautiful Formula One car to the Mercedes here. And it's referred to lots of patina. Even the entrance is fun at lunch hour. The Ritz-Carlton on a Friday. Well, cars are coming back from the drive after having a great lunch, I imagine. This car fits right here on a sunny day. Rolls Royce. They park all kinds of cars here at the hotel. Ah, the sun glistens. De Tomaso's. Oh, the fun of just being outside and enjoying cars. All kinds. I love it here. This is just a great event. Well, the afternoon wears on. You kind of come back and look at some of the auction cars, and this K&M car is pretty damn exciting. And it is wild. Oh, and the lineup is getting more impressive. Oh, and the atmosphere. It is fabulous. Well, another car has been added to the Bugattis. Nice Ferrari. This is a Duesenberg engine. It has to be seen to believe.
And my Pierce Wall.
Well, matching the flowers, here is a beautiful car, Fiat V8 Supersonic. Looking just beautiful here in the Florida sun. All right, it's the end of the day. Time to go home. Big day tomorrow, but all of a sudden, look what I potted. Just married. That's Pellegrino in the back there. It's an Italian car. I wonder if they're staying at the hotel. I'll borrow. This is a new Corvette. Looks like Bill Warner driving the car in.
Oh my gosh.
Bill Warner's new car.
Okay, Bill, we gotta have a picture.
I gotta go to the auction. They're doing a car. I've got to. Hey, Michael.
I'll talk to you later.
Guys, with Bill Warner getting his Corvette, wedding, my goodness. Warming it up. Get louder. Here it goes. All right. Here's the bride. I mean,
I really don't.
she's going to get in with this wedding dress. Is his name Carlo? Oh, this is great.
It was Carl. He changed it to Carlo to sound Italian.
That's it.
Crazy Austrian.
They look like a happy couple.
Yes, we are.
I like the embrace. There's the wedding photographer. Yes. Fabulous. A marriage made in absolute car heaven. Saturday morning, very early. This is a Porsche display, but I think they're showing the new Porsche this year. Yeah, off-road. Way to go. And here's an irony early in the morning. They covered the car last night. I wonder why. Maybe it would have gotten washed. Spoil the value. And in the early Saturday morning, there's an affair that goes on here called Cars and Coffee. And it's going to be madness. And this grouping is obviously Porsche. Yeah, and here's an electric one. Where'd the gas tank go? This will brighten our day. And it is. Oh, and you gotta have a few old ones. Very old. Yes, very old. Well, that's our smiling ones too. 917? Just drove it in. Yes. And this GM and Pontiac in particular. And I just passed this on the freeway coming in this morning. And glistening in that Florida sun. This is a Panos Roadster. Didn't you know it? A Camaro with a different door treatment. Then there's the one you can see right through. Looking like a LaSalle, possibly a Cadillac. Oh yeah, wouldn't you know? My day has been enlightened. Even a Rambler. Not in the Rambler category because there isn't one. Yeah, you can see right through it. Same thing with this one. Here's a Porsche that would scare the daylights out of a lion on the safari. Hey, in Florida, you better look out for rust. It happens fast. Hey, Mrs. Robinson. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Worth the trip. Look at this Alfa Romeo. Look at that aluminum, like the old days. All hammered out. Even closer, look. Just fabulous. This is absolutely fabulous. And Corvair, also in convertibles, both years. And others here is this Zagato Stradelli, which is really a Viper with an Alfa name on it.
The front end.
Oh, it's getting very nationalistic. And of course we got the new Corvette, including the already competition version. Looking great in the Florida sun. The merchandising is already beginning. Color selections, logos, and the car itself. And wait for that. There we go. Oh my goodness. Coming down, coming down. Wow, here's the transmission and the engine. You tell me they're not working this beautifully. Transmission. Coupled to that. Okay, you got wheel choices. Brake color and car color. Obviously, this guy's a Corvette guy. And finally, seats. They'll work. All right, let's get the final touch here. The interior.
Oh, you'd rather have it here? Those buttons.
And of course, there's still the old ones. We have to have a Mini. And it's a great one too. All right, this gentleman has the panels open. You have to see that engine packed in there.
But
Unbelievable.
not quite like this one.
It's a beautiful.
A very unique car. It's a fun idea, and boy, you need the coffee and something else today. It's so cold here. Remember the Cadillac Elante? There it is, again. And BMW has a display of some things, one of their older motorcycles. And a 328 that's been in the Amelia. Well, I usually fall for things, but you know, this is a 917 replica. It's a good one. Okay, in the Alfa Romeo, here's a Montreal. A little tricked out. Looks fantastic. Boy, they are loyal to the club. But this Alfa here really has my attention today. It's great to see it. I'm sad to see it, the last of the Gullwing. Now this is my speed. Open air driving. All right, Saturday, you expect anything and everything. How do you park it? That's not bad. Oh, look how flexible. Sounds like the Bugatti yesterday. Turn it off. It's an Oldsmobile. All right, there's the engine back in there, along with all the tools, which are not needed. Absolutely incredible. Beats electricity. Yes, last Gullwing. What a shame. Well, you got all kinds of Volkswagens wherever you go, and you got electric ones, but here's one with a regular engine that we're trying to figure out what it is. It's 4-cylinder. It's just a normal Volkswagen. That's got a problem with the engine. It must be easy to find the problem. Got the same problem here. Incredible. A Corvette engine named Z. Wild. Well, this is just a stock Z motor. Here's a car called an Indy Special. Beautiful old Alfa Romeo. And if you don't think Cars and Coffee is popular, this is a very cold morning. I heard these motorcycles earlier. I gotta study this one. They're all worth studying. It's just remarkable stuff. This is a Major League Baseball theme. You know the logo. You can see it on the tank there. Then you got stitching or fake stitching on the spokes, like baseball. Yeah, creative and exciting. Note the seat. It's a mitt. Now we got another one here. Back it up. Remarkable. Unbelievable and creative. I know this is a car show, but boy, these motorcycles take the prize for me.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll wait.
Seen these seats here. I don't know if I've seen that black one down there though.
I'm silent, these are so fabulous. Oh, the baseball look. The wood spoke wheels. Yanko 1,000 horsepower. Camaro. Lightning modified Camaro. And runs so quietly. These are Camaros that are transferred or changed to Firebirds. The logo. Some kind of a bandit, I think. Has a flames out. We got Morgans. No, it's not a Mercer, it's a Model A race car. And here's a very sweet 3944. Beautiful.
The color is very nice.
And the Vipers. Steyr Daimler Puch. Following the same vein, this is the Malari by Citroën. Remember the Cavalli Angusta? Some modifications end up colorful. Of course, there's always a transporter. Well, here's a rat rod that's been restored. Pop your hood and let's see the engine. Interesting, kind of V8 with some extra adornment. Jeepster, yes. And this is a Vanderhall. Back to the motorcycles in Motor Expo, which is unbelievable here at Amelia Island. This one is just unreal. What a difference a day makes. Saturday, it's cordoned off, sun is out, but the crowds are huge. Cars are still great though. We're now in the auction.
With lot 220, a very special car in its own right, the 1922 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost Sedan. With Rolls-Royce Custom Coachwork, it is offered without reserve this afternoon. The famous
75,000. Selling today at 75,000. 70 bid, 75.
lot 234.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the L80 County, who's got 125 to start? 125,000 to start, taking 150.
Race color, reconditioned in Michigan, and it's being driven by Mr. Warner. A round of applause for Bill, please. Freshly built engine with very intense. As I was saying, freshly built engine. Shown to Amelia and St. John's, a stunning color combination. It sounds great, it looks great, and it's also very, very rare. From the Bill Warner collection in 1952, Munce Jet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at 60,000 to start. We're 105, asking $110,000. 105, 110,000. 105 bid on the phone. 110, 110,000. Yes, 510. 35, 110. 105, 110. Selling today, 105,000. 100,000.
Remember him.
105 on the phone. $110,000 worth. 105, 110 going once. 105, 110 going twice. Sorry. 125,000. We're 200,000. 225, 250,000. We're 225, 250,000. At 230,000. 225,000. Thank you.
Lot 2.
Rory Lusso.
$905, $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. 9 bid. $1 million. $1 million. $1,200,000. At 1.1, 1.2, at $1,200,000. James want to do it. Lots of activity at $1,100,000 with hands to bigger. $1,200,000, $1,300,000. $1,350,000.
You got a bid. $1,350,000 right now. Leave it up there. 1.4.
1.5 at $1,400,000, Ramsey. $1,400,000, $1,500,000. At $1,400,000, $1,500,000. At $1,450,000. Matt, do you have a bidder? $1,500,000 where? Ramsey, what does he want to do? $1,400,000, $1,450,000, $500,000 going twice. $1,500,000. Third and final call, Ramsey. Is he all done? $1,500,000. Just tell me yes or no. $1,450,000 with Ken. $1,500,000. He's on the telephone. $1,500,000. He said no. Anybody else? At $1,500,000, I'm going to sell it. $1,500,000. Sold. $1,450,000. Thank you very much.
Once in a while you get a little tired. You want to sit down. Might as well right here. Not a bad car. Lotus. It's electric. Right out in front of the hotel, they're bringing the silver arrows in, which will be on display here tomorrow. Pretty exciting. Here's the next one to come in. V12, supercharged. I mean, is this unreal?
Collier, I saw this at the Collier Museum.
Some of the details. 1939 Mercedes Benz. Again, that's what I say about this event. The proximity is great. You can really get close to an awful lot of nice things. I like to see them moving. It's great. Oh, look at that. Glistening in the sun. Well, we got two of them in place now. Well, the silver arrows are pretty much in place. That's a 2004. This is a 1935. 1939, and probably about 1957. Penske cars are coming for the big photograph. Here's the Trans Am. cars all set up. All right, they're bringing the cars in individually as a chaparral. It's just a great looking car. This car's got such an interesting shape. Chaparral. All Penske cars, some way or another. Motorscape. Line them up. One of the cars for the Penske show, or the photograph, is this one. Stock car, but take a look at the wheel. The angle of the wheel. You don't see much in television because the car leans more. While we've been waiting for the Penske setup, other cars are arriving. Look at this Cord. It looks a little larger than your normal sedan. It shows a lot of variety. Look at this Corvette, very white, whiter than the original. And then we talked about the large Cord. Look at this little thing. Oh, it's the coupe model. There's some unusual cars. That's the wedding car. Yeah. Yeah. This is a Testarossa Sunday. There he is. Well, the Penske setup is growing, getting more organized. It's fantastic. World Trophy. Along with a number of the Penske cars. Meanwhile, one of the final cars for the Penske is Porsche 914, 970. The shoot now, and the Borg Warner Trophy is positioned, ready to go. Well, we're just getting a shot before everybody's cleared out. Pretty momentous. All right, here's the panorama.
More steps back, guys. Everybody back a little bit more. Right in front here, right in front.
Great picture. All kinds of excitement, both moving and stationary. And there's another GTO here. There's two this year. Pretty nice. Oh, in front of all these Ferraris, what is coming up here trying to look like a Ferrari? Trying very hard, I should say. Fantastic. Absolutely great. A lot of excitement this afternoon. Here's that Corvette that showed up here a couple of years ago. It's a rear engine. The rear engine Corvette. Not mid-engine. Another Corvette. 450 and RSK. Other Porsche history. The pre-Speedster. And out in front of the Corvette display, mid-engine Corvettes. Fabulous. And here are some historic ones. And this is the one that has the rear engine. Duntov Serve Corvette. And this one had a transverse engine in it too. Of course, with the mid-engine Corvette coming out, here are all of Corvettes with mid-engines that were proposed over time. All right, this car just came in. I wish I explained more about it. There's a promise that it was here. It's been recently restored. Yes. This show has everything. Look at the steering wheel. Or it isn't. Look at the upholstery. Look at the back. Oh, the TV screen, well ahead of its time.
I know.
Oh, note the sensor in the back there.
Yeah, here's the weird problem.
The glass top, we see the whole layout.
You sitting here. You have
What were they thinking? Unreal. There's a rally car. IMSA car. So for that engine, it's a Ferrari V6 engine transverse. Change the character of things, this innocence of this little MG midget. Speaking of innocence, this is an Oscar. I think it's done by Michelotti. It is very interesting. I'm right, Giovanni Michelotti. The car is very lightweight looking, very delicate. There are a bunch of roadsters here done by one company. Another shot.
That's a fantastic shot. Actually, that's the best shot.
And the last silver arrow is in place now.
All right. Yeah. All right. Maybe even ask for I don't think
Sunday morning. Concours is beginning. Well, they got a few Ferraris on it. It's a 1950 Amelia winner. Catching the Ferraris this morning. And the long line of waits. All kinds, including this Oscar and old Duesenberg. Yes, Alfa Romeo. And is it large? Another long line awaits. Look at the lights on the car here. Rolls Royce. Ferrari. Eight-cylinder Alfa Romeo, beautiful. Auburn. Beautiful. Detroit has arrived. Ferrari. I saw a car yesterday trying to look like a Ferrari. Well, here's another one. Sounds good, though. Chrysler. Quiet. Aston Martin. See a lot of those in the Amelia. In the Ferrari. Chrysler with lights blinking, Imperial. Wow. Has fins on a limo. Maserati.
Where's he going?
Darren. Here's a Ferrari. Now, Cadillac. Nice little Roadster, 32, flathead. Golf clubs on the outside. Oh, dual golf clubs. Rolls Royce Silver Ghost. Mammoth Buick. detail. A lot of noise this morning. It looks like a Crosley hot shot. It is. Original condition. This may be a Lozier. They're featuring that mark this year. Whatever, it's quite nice. Porsche. At this garage. This looks like fun. That's a Lozier. It's a Buick. Oh, okay. And this is a Fiat with coffee cup. Some of these old ones run better than the new ones. That's on what this is. The Chaparral.
Thanks for having us.
Cadillac. Look at that thing. That is really, that's really beautiful. I'll say it. Ferrari 275. Nard Spider, as they call them. Yeah. That's the famous actor. I'm trying to think who his name was. Vendley. Phantom with wheelchair. Fantastic array of older race cars. Great cars. Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, having a great time.
Great stuff. Riley, another Alfa Romeo. We're on the motorcycles now. Yes. Single cylinder, just running away. But this Ducati, unreal. Aerial sidecar, fabulous. Great motorcycles. That race car line, 40s to 50s. This is Troutman Barn special. Derek Bell and Johnny Rutherford.
We'll come back.
Judges.
Excellent. We're good. Thank you.
Race cars. Ferraris. Ferraris. Pretty impressive. Now let's check all of them out here.
That's what I did this morning. We get up.
This is a Amelia 335 Ferrari. And the last of the line here. This Testarossa just looks different. A little lighter, lightweight. The reason why it's 4-cylinder. Very nice. Well, the sun still isn't on these cars this morning, but this one will brighten our day. Well, we'll get away from those Ferraris for a moment and the sports and GT cars. And included in that category is this Ferrari. This is also the sports and GT cars category. along with this beautiful AC. And this look-alike is from New Zealand. Now we're looking at significant portion. 917, 550, RSK, and 910, I think. There's that Rally 911. There's one of the Formula One 8 cylinders. This again is just race cars. Lancia Stratos. Race cars of the 60s and to the 80s. This is that group. Formula 5000. Tony Adamovich. Great driver. Of course, they're the Roger Penske cars we saw yesterday. It's going to be an immense crowd here today, so this is the best we're going to get even in the early morning. Of course, the front row is very impressive. Then you get in the back and you get in that blue and gold Seneca look, and boy, it's everywhere. And here's the car we saw yesterday. Blinking hubcaps right now. One of those George Barris type cars. This is the horseless carriage category. And this is that steamer that was driving around here the other day. Very versatile. Not a Stanley steamer though, it's a Grout.
I
And
don't
from
like
the
having
steamer
that put up.
to Packard. Again, Packard. What a great name. These cars are magnificent. 1913 Packard. 1910 Buick. This is a Simplex. And Pierce Arrow. These folks,
We can help.
was there a statement once that said, ask the man or lady who owns one? A Packard, right?
Packard's logo.
Hey, these old classics, they're a lot of fun. And the people that own them have a great time. Rolls-Royce Bentley pre-war. European custom coachwork. Bugatti. And there's a lot of glitz and glamour in this line. And that line includes Lincoln Continental, another Lincoln Continental, Buick, Roadmaster. It's called American Limited Production. A rare opportunity. Some of the great ones are here, boy. Yeah, this is the rear engine one here. Now they're repositioning these mid-engine cars that led to the new Corvette. Nice to get them moving. It's the Astro 2. And this one here is my favorite of all time. Remarkable. To get them running, I think this is just very fortunate. Great car.
Yes.
And now we're going to reposition the rear engine.
They got a non-driver.
So nice. That's the one with the transverse engine. All right, hurry up, you're going uphill. This display is to die for. It's so significant of the Corvette. Again, this one has a transverse engine in it. It's called the Corvette Indy. Now look, when they were wanted to use the Wankel engine, there it is. Again in this line, that's the Serve 2. This is the Serve 1. The cars of Harley Earl for styling and design by Harley Earl. Of course, the Buick Y-Job, it was sort of the original prototype car that was called. Also, Harley Earl. We have the Corvette display today, but this is a separate category here. Harley Earl. Really a Corvette. It was called a Corvair initially. Never built. Collier. This is great.
No more questions.
This is a category called That's Cute. We're going to see a few of them. Great stuff, including the double bubble marriage car and a nice Seta. Yeah, that's the wedding car we saw earlier. Married at the Amelia in Concours. Dressed in uniforms of the time, costumes of the time. Here's a Fiat 500 rally car. That's cute, as they say. Fabulous. And there's the engine. God, this is just absolutely incredible rally car. These folks are in the proper costume for the time. And that is cute.
Drive this all night?
Figaro. Now we're in Duesenberg.
The world's most expensive fishing.
Well, there's a lot of doozy dazzle here. Use the term, but they're great cars. It's huge. They're big and they're long. And then there was a Model A Duesenberg at one time. This was the early one. Got to pick up the rear of this Duesenberg. It's particularly unique. Lozier. This is a Lozier engine. They're fantastic cars. We're getting a little posing going with the Lozier people here.
Not yet. Okay. I got in. All right. Give me a big Chattanooga grin here.
Called a scimitar. These are really unusual vehicles. These are American cars with European coachwork. European built Cadillac. A Chrysler Imperial built European. This is a Rambler chassis. Chrysler. Get the back of that limousine with the fins. Hard to beat. The Cadillac, similar to a GM look, but it's another person who had an idea. Built in Italy. Looking very much like the Harley Earl car. And a Packard. Still European coachwork. This is a Graham. Again, European coachwork. Quite nice. And a Chrysler European coachwork. Nash. It's a Graham. Again, European coachwork. Cadillac. Incredible. There are vendors here with all kinds of apparatus. Look at this bicycle. Looks like it folds together. Well, it's a scooter. There's another one, a little bike. The site here at Amelia Island is wonderful. On the lake. American Classic. 38 to 48. And they're all in there. Auburn, Lincoln, Cadillac. And we have a Accord Beyond and Cadillac. And Auburn. We're now in American Classic. This is a Studebaker. D16 Cadillac, American Classic. And the American Classics go on. Two Chryslers there. Packard. And here it is, a Franklin V12. Packard is particularly handsome. All right, here's Roger Penske entering the field.
Champions, you can meet some of our former honorees. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. You can back up and get the car in the shot.
Got it.
All right.
We're in the Rolls Royce category. You'd expect this. Always have a wonderful array of Rolls here. Again, Rolls Royce. Brass arrow. Rolls Royce feature there here is the Silver Ghost. They're beautiful. Let's look into a Silver Ghost now. see what the engine looks like. Well, for that Rolls Royce, let's look at a Cadillac V16. Very nice. It belongs to that one. Pierce Arrow. Pretty nice. And this is a Packard. 1928 Cunningham. And this is a Kissel. 1916 Packard V12. Unbelievable. Yes, V12, 1916. One more look. Look at the side curtains and everything like that. Just fabulous car. 1930 Packard. The Fatty Arbuckle car is on particular display here at the moment. Here's
fashion.
and here's the Kissel coming on display now. What is it? Twin golf clubs. Porsche. It's even caricatures. This guy.
For like as a family, for work, or just for fun? Yeah.
Every year they have a fashion show and they have cars representing the age, and a few have lined up and a few more. We're at the awards table. There are lots of them.
See this plane flying overhead, David and Marco flying for us in the 1938 Lockheed Electra. Fabulous, absolutely. Second flyover for the Lockheed Electra. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. What an impressive aeroplane you have flying overhead. Racing in the mountains in Austria. It won, actually, the Alpine Trial in 1913. So what you see here is
accented by a very tiny waist achieved through corsetry. She was called the Gibson Girl and was invented by Charles Gibson, which was referred to as a cottage loaf because it resembled a round loaf of bread with an added smaller loaf on top.
Next up, we have something from America, an 825 engine. Look at the size.
Ladies' dresses were more compact, and the makeup included a dark eye, dark lips, and a little bit of...
Here's Arrow.
Kissel and his sons, they had a contest to for people to write in and decide and
1925, as far as fashion was concerned, it was a year of rapid change. And in addition to rising hemlines, this year marks the beginning of the end for tubular dresses worn over bust-flattening undergarments, and the introduction of a more feminine silhouette.
Against the 540Ks and the 500Ks. I'll tell you a little anecdote. Horsch in German means to listen.
Okay, in the 1930s, fashion saw a profound influence from films and specifically Hollywood. That is sheer elegance, that is.
Sheer any car that I have ever seen. V8 engine, and at the time, this car ran on gasoline and methanol, two separate fuels for this car.
Really popular in the early 50s, such as The Day the Earth Stood Still and Think from Another World. Now, our model is wearing a space-age outfit in tribute to the 51 LeSabre and its futuristic design elements. And she, like this car, seems to be from another world, maybe?
Now we're moving into the early 60s Lux Spider, the ultimate open-top Ferrari that you could buy, that you can buy today. It is
style dresses and fit and flair for ladies who lunch and frequented the country club with their friends and clubs. Hats, gloves, scarves and crop jackets or cardigans worn over dresses, and of course pearls. Pearls and darling, more pearls.
Carol Shelby went and decided to get a chassis from the UK, from England, it and put a good American
Tradition in 1966. The thunder was first heard in England, where a youth rebellion resulted in massive profits for mod designers. Although the flames of fashion rebellion sparked in London in 1965, it spread like wildfire in June for rental purchase.
magnificent of this car. It's a 6.2 litre engine equipped with that. Wow, very special. Thank you.
Mercedes.
Special V16 or what? Chris McAllister from You're not going to run me over. Hey, what do you know? Nice to see you here, guys. Graham, another very special, important car, bodied by those doors. Ah, isn't that special?
Oh, there's the door.
Not only the door is very, very cool, but for sure you will get the prize for the coolest door of Amelia Island. Thank you very much, guys.
Body by South Kid.
32 Ford Roadster. This is a mean machine, a racing car. Sounds good as well. Oscar. Welcome to Amelia Island. Buick, special Buick. Very nice to see you, Steve. Look at the restoration on this. We're going to miss the parade, and we wouldn't want that. In the meantime, we have another car coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, the Astro 2. Dramatic in real life as it does on the photos.
XC220 Jaguar.
Dream cars on Moto Expo special display. Hello, boys. You all looking very, very smart.
XC120, beautiful car. V6. Five Sunoco Camaros are all going to parade.
Cars all together parading right here in front of us. I mean, it is quite the sight. Absolutely. Breaking. I think we've lost some of the drivers. Brooks Stevens Scimitar. He was a well-known designer. It seemed like there were other names that were from various knives.
Bill Warner's insisted on getting all three on here because they came from various sources in the country.
Bill Warner's now resorted to these cars. They are absolutely magnificent. Nothing similar has ever been done, and I'm still fascinated by the aluminium, all in very similar style. You've got the more practical four-door version, you've got the two-door car as well, all in very similar style, and it's great to have all of these together here.
Divider window, and then all the top disappears into the back to make a four-door convertible. So it's a limousine, a sedan, and a convertible all in one.
Think about when it was designed, the Scimitar, how advanced it was.
Oh, that's the same. Oh, they're all the roof. Look at that.
Wow, absolutely superb. And also,
this has been a wonderful weekend for me. I'm just amazed.
Okay, Bill, we have a little surprise for you. If you guys can take that to the side, great.
Painting for Bill Warner, too.
Are you surprised?
My Captain Marvel helmet.
A second car delivered anywhere in the United States. I mean, I tell you what, if you're going to take delivery of a new car, what a place to do it. And oh my goodness, who is delivering it to you?
Mr. Mark Royce, President of General Motors, and Mr. Billy Nimnick, President of Nimnick Chevrolet.
Bill Warner took delivery on number 2 Corvette. That's it.
Hey, look, get a donut and we show
Well, let's take a nice sunshiny view of the Silver Arrows. There's the 1939, and here's the famous Streamliner 196, which is in the 50s. And then over here is the Le Mans car. Another close-up. And the Formula One. Jonas. Silver Arrows.
General Motors Corporation, Michael Simcoe from Detroit, Michigan, standing right next to the Vice President of the Ford Motor Company, Mary Cal. Does Macy's still give us?
Now this is the famous
Chris Shires from Gilmore Museum, Hickory Corners, Michigan. Mr. McGill Haggerty from Traverse City, Michigan. Haggerty Insurance, make sure when you buy another Corvette from Mike Royce's shop today, you insure it with it.
Wow, look at that. Absolutely magnificent. Type 51 from the Richard.
Type 51, forgot.
There was no doubt it was going to start again. Yes, thank you. Thank you very, very much for bringing the car.
Great car.
Listen to that, 8-cylinder is one of the 3 cars that you would have. Don't you agree?
Without a doubt, this is probably one of the most collectible cars really known amongst all the blue chip collector cars.
8-cylinder Alfa Romeo Monza.
I think it's very interesting to see how the different design of these cars. Look at the Alta, look at how low it is. How nice to see you. How low it is. An Amelia Award winner. Given to this car because of its success in the race called the Tour de France, which was a race which was carried out through France. It is expertly driven. How? Tell me, I have to ask you, I heard you were on the thank you for taking the car over. The Daytona. And you've got to think of the engine in a car like this. It's a V12, it's 4-cam V12 dry. Thank you so much for bringing it over.
And proof that all Ferraris are not red.
And prove that all Ferraris are not red, exactly right.
You gotta love the noise these cars make. And the great thing about Amelia Island is not only do you get to see them, you get to hear them and experience the car as they were meant to be.
You could say one of the most desirable, one of the... 1956, 550, right? I say everyone knows. Maybe no, everyone doesn't know.
It's pretty iconic.
It is pretty iconic. Would you say the Testarossa is more iconic or the 550?
I might...
56, 356.
Well, Max is getting his paperwork here. Collection. It is really one of the finest car collections of the United States.
Speaking of Collier and the Red Institute, the Amelia Award winner again.
Race against the Cobras.
Noise. This is the true racing Corvette.
I'd like to point out, standing up here, I can feel the ground much ripping up. And we had the drive right in front of us early on. And what an emotion it was with Roger Penske being here with us. I mean, what was he thinking of?
1100S. This is a Porsche 3 winner. This is the sort of the very early open top Porsche 356. This is the America Road, so this is where it all started. Staying very well, you have a good eye for bodied car. Vignale was always a much more elaborate body, much more fancy, much more chrome. The big bumpers. Look at the rear light. That roof, how round it is on the back. Little anecdotes about the XK120, the 427 Cobra, narrow hip, if you can call it that. This is the most powerful of the Cobras. This is it. This is the later 427.
Here's where the Cobra originally came from.
Well, it's funny you should mention an AC Ace because
there was a method to my madness.
Other side of the pond from England. I might admit that I just quite like the AC Ace. Maybe if there's one thing that everyone has to talk about Darren, it's got to be the doors, right?
This is, and hopefully our owner here will demonstrate the doors.
Ghibli to Bora, Shamal, they were always using names of winds. This is a Ghibli coupe. This is the...
There we go. You got the accent.
Look at this motorcycle. The wheel is...
1929 majestic motorcycle.
It's
Look at the design of this motorbike. Look at the front suspension. Absolutely phenomenal. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
It's called a Majestic, so we'll see how majestic it is there.
There's too many bits of time. This is a Ducati 125cc Grand Prix Barcone. Factory developed Bugatti.
The Ducati.
What? You got fun? That's what I did, right?
I'm not the motorcycle. I have to say, I think a specialist about motorcycles. Ah, Leo, how nice to see you.
Square 4, that's just fabric.
My wife to go and get it because we got a 1927 Indian Scout Racer coming at speed and smoking away. Built by the Indian motorcycle.
Suicide clutch,
that
I'm
Indian
worried
Scout
now.
Racer. Well done, I think you deserve the applause. It's as good special to mention.
Amelia.
Now something very, very the Ferrari 335S Sport. A mean machine. This is, you could say, is when it got out of hand. You can even see how the amazing.
Okay, this is only Scaglietti.
Now something a little bit more.
I think it's a.
I can hear a V8 under.
Yes.
1959 Chevrolet Core. Wonderful design of this American, essentially Corvette underneath with this beautiful Italian coachwork. Award winner.
Scaglietti.
Well, we talked about Jaguars early on, the ex-nicest car
120 Jaguar
today, and here we have, nice to see you, nice to see you. Here we have Monza Spider. Now, if you were listening, and if you all have your calculators out, 750 4-cylinder engine, 750 times 4, you can figure out how big the engine. So, you look very good in it.
50 Monza Ferrari.
Now, I read earlier on, 128 miles an hour. Actually, you drove from New York to Bonneville, you did 128 miles an hour in Bonneville on the Salt Flats, and then you drove back to New York?
Yeah, it's just a 5,000 mile round trip.
As you do, just a 5,000 mile round trip. This is when, well, have we all seen Ford versus Ferrari? Have we all seen the movie? I hope we have, because it is a great movie. Nick Sobrano here, bringing the car. This is when, go to Dale Miller to your car, if we can have Dale Miller car. They decided that building a car, he was actually a London barrister. Look at the design, look at the wings, look at the look on the car. So sporty, so aero. This one, because it's a good looking one. 1932 MG, all those races at the time. So small, light, yet very, very effective.
Great little MG.
1967 Bizzarini motor manufacturer. Giotto Bizzarini was the designer, formerly at Alfa Romeo. Of course, then he worked on 300 GT Strada. This car, he's giving thumbs up, highlighting things, writing things down. Oscar, the Maserati Oscar and Amelia award winner. Just look at the cut-in fairing. And interesting, it went to Le Mans twice.
That's why I'm here.
There we go, there we go. Ferrari 250, Mr. Shaughnessy. Ferrari 250 California Spider. Best in Class award. Thank you very much. The prototype, the very first California Spider.
Cars do. They have to be started with
You see an IndyCar driving here on
very reliable, very tunable. The flathead 48, which was the basis for all of these cars.
The company dates back to 1895. You, Francis.
You can't make that stuff up.
You didn't realize that. I'm bringing the car all the way from Toronto, Canada.
While Max is getting organized for the next car, and you'll see the next three headline of the car. It's a really, really remarkable automobile.
Very, very remarkable. As we said earlier, tubular chassis, which means don't close them.
If that car was naked without the body panels on it, as Max said,
1959 Ferrari 410 Super America. I mean, this was a fast machine when it came out.
410 Super America. Real slick.
It's Model K and the Mercedes-Benz Star of Excellence Award is going to be awarded to you for the most elegant,
only Fleetwood-bodied Mercedes-Benz Pennsylvania, so it's a very meaningful car to them.
917.
Porsche up now next. What a Porsche, the 917-30 Can-Am Spider. Expertly driven out by Rob Hoffman. What a machine.
You have all 1,000 horsepower sitting there idling. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Another 917.
917-10. Bruce Tannerbach going up to 917-10. Look at that machine. It's
just remarkable.
Way to go, Bruce. Great, man.
1936, Max said that's a 12-cylinder Packard. It is said that Enzo Ferrari based his design of his V12
3.4 liter V8 RS Spider. These are the cars that raced in IMSA and the American Le Mans series. They had great success clinching the LMP.
So you could hear it running. Exciting car.
Well done on your award as well.
That's a Mercedes 300. Those cars were hand built.
1966 Chevrolet.
American Motors.
American Motors.
32 studs. Very quiet.
This is Amelia
has a straight
winning
overhead cam in competition with the 12 cylinders that were popular at the time.
Short wheelbase. Chrysler realized after 1931 when they came out with the big.
Beautiful Chrysler. Really handsome car.
Now this
Porsche Formula 1. 8-cylinder.
Where they mated those two 4-cylinder engines together to go and race in Formula 1 with that iconic fan on the top, because of course it is a particular sound.
Oh yeah, baby.
A lot of flame, too.
International Motorsports. Isn't that a particular engine? Halburn, boat tail, speedster. I mean, what a design these cars had. It was unbelievable.
They were built 2 years, 36 and 37.
Thank you very much for bringing it. I love it. All the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. in the car we've got Jackie Hicks. This car receives the Porsche trophy, the most Porsche trophy.
America.
Hey, Roger. Thank you.
Ah, something. Tubolare zagato. Tubolare means tubular because the car has a tubular chassis. Zagato. Zagato is the very, very good engineers, but not very good businessmen. That is correct. Staying in the Duesenberg era, 1929, so a little bit later, a fully disappearing top convertible.
And they developed about 480 chassis were built, all with the
Duesenberg, Bowman and Shorts by out of Pasadena. Disappearing top, Duesenberg, boat tail. You saw it earlier.
That doesn't look like Chuck Unger, it looks like Donnie Gould to me. Class.
This is a Murphy body.
Fully disappearing top. Boat tail rear, magnificent.
And if you don't notice, that car is polished aluminum.
Coming up a Rumos Porsche.
934 and a half. Turbo.
Rival with the best of the best, didn't they, when they came out with this car?
This was probably, when new, about a $6,000 car when this was new. Now keep that in mind, continued building cars through about, before 1920, I think it was about 1919. Once again, another lovely Lozier. These were really like, at the time, almost like the Rolls Royce of America.
I'm gonna sit on the seat there on the side, I have to say. God, no, actually no, I can't. I got some work to do. Not without crunching gears. You look very happy driving your car. Look at you. Model 84 Roadster, still from the same family. Look at practical, shall we say?
That's correct. But look how tall the car sat and how big the wheels were. The wheels were large.
He's very happy. Amelia Award winner, congratulations.
You got the RS61 Spider best in class.
Class. Look. Lots of power. And then I see little cute cars as well.
These were built in Butler, Pennsylvania, north of, to see the ladies driving.
We like to see the ladies driving, and it's just so cute. Look at that. Absolutely, depending on how you call it. Now, let me tell you my tiny little fact that I know about this, and then you can tell me all the 10 lots of facts. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Look at that, isn't that sweet? MM Berlinetta, Mille Miglia Berlinetta. This 166mm was bodied by Touring.
Named after a road race.
Fin on the back of a Corvette.
This is a very important car. Irwin's car was the first Corvette built for racing.
So if you want to go join and get your autograph, you can, or you can listen to us.
Trio cars, the Buick Skylark, the Cadillac Eldorado, and the Oldsmobile Fiesta.
Yes, sir.
One of Harley Earl's car contributions.
Water.
This would be a time that Bentley would be owned by DRB1.
Yeah, it comes from the Heineken collection. Correct, Heineken collection.
Darby Bentley.
Chair on the field near the pond, last seen an hour and a half ago. So if anyone has seen a gentleman 91 years.
Now, when you were saying about losing money on each car, these were $10,000 a piece when they were new in 1956, and Ford Motor Company initially painted gold. This particular car, they were owned by Fatty Arbuckle, Al Jules. This particular car was coach work by Fagoni and Falaschi. Joseph Fagoni was the designer. If you notice, Mark is having a difficult time. Congrats, you guys.
Continental Mark II, we know about these Continentals.
That is factually correct.
That is factually correct. I'm learning as I go along. A couple more years of this and I'll actually know what I'm saying. This is a unique car. Look at the styling of it. It sort of reminds me a little bit about award-winning car. I love the Italian eye on the back of the car.
Wide, open wide.
That looks like an American Pierce coming up. 1915 Pierce Motorettes, which were motorized bicycles. And then they ended up building what would turn out to be one of the grandest of the automobiles. Lovely little story.
That car.
Good enough to go buy yourself a Pierce, Sarah.
She obviously had good taste.
Henceforth, following that particular period of time. This is a lovely example of a big straight 8 Packard silent winner. $4,000 at a time when a Model A in 1929 was $425.
And to a very eccentric member of the yacht club of Côte d'Azur, and he engaged Henri Chapon.
Just getting the paperwork for the next car. All of you folks for whom the car is driving by.
Route K prototype.
So cool.
Steam car. Now, did you know that there was steam back in 1902? There was steam, there was electricity. In this time, Mr. Plunkett, enjoying the ride? Look at that, isn't that amazing? A steam.
You basically getting the award.
A choice of steam, gas, or electric.
You say, listen to them. How about that?
Uh-oh. It did not sound good.
We've run out of steam, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no.
Actually, a wooden body on that car.
Oh, boy.
So there you have a fire going underneath the car.
Yeah, there comes the marriage
This
car.
is a little Fiat Abarth.
Here's the marriage car.
Probably a 715
Got married this weekend, right here at
and it
Amelia.
looks like, hang on a second,
The married couple got here on
literally
Friday.
just married, class winner, just married. Your weekend is never, ever, ever going to get better than this. Double bubble roof, little racing car from Italy. Everyone give them a big wave. They just got married. Round of applause. A sports saloon. This is the ultimate car. Hello, Don. Nice to see you again. Hi. Bill is not here, but we're going to keep on going. 1953 Buick Skylark convertible.
This was also Buick's 50th anniversary car, and also the first Buick. Kinds of stuff today.
Useful stuff or useless stuff?
Alpha male.
8Cs are often preferred by the people who visit to race cars because
Historic Vehicle Award.
Drive
He drove this car in the 60s and remade it with his
very
week.
purposeful It's even more expensive than the R-Type Fastback, even more luxurious, even rarer.
that just reeks of elegance.
Who was really the ultimate 356, the one that was the most
356C, which also means that it was the first Porsche that came standard with fitted with a body by Barker, and the fittings on the car, the trim on the car was a 4050, so it was 40 taxable horsepower and 50.
I don't know much about them, but a V16 is, to me, how much time, love, and effort goes into the restoration of these cars.
34 BMW.
This is a smaller version of the BMW 328, and you are being into the BMW trophy.
Most people forget.
Look at this silver ghost that you've got coming up here. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, guys.
Another one of these.
Hot rodding was a real cult, wasn't
it? There was never a Rolls Royce with a factory body. They were always built by an outside coach builder, and in the later
machine, this is the car that contested 1955 Carrera Panamericana. How nice to see you. You can record your own car and then you can play it on your trophy. So well done, the best sounding car from the event. Another Scaglietti.
It's a noise trophy.
4.9 liters, and it produces close to 4.
Here's a Packard that has a couple of bows.
3 Ps of American automotive.
Packard, and well done for getting it
had the
running
worst
again.
luck on
I
the
think it's got character that way. She'd leave it
They had
like
a
that.
fire on the trip, on the drive. Running very well right now.
In It deserves more than a round of applause. It's the class winner. It is the piece of history in Porsche's racing career. First 917 to ever win Le Mans 24 hours. And it's about as original as it gets, and he drives his cars. Thank you very much for rider 500 TR. Now, if you're all paying attention, if you haven't zoned out, this gets the most significant, historically significant post-war race car. Brad Phillips tires, how you have got the name of the driver that would be using those tires back in period. I mean, that's very...
Oh.
That's one thing that you don't want to do when you're leaving. Well, it's not his fault. Hang on, I'm here to save you. Here we go. What would you do without me? Jill Nicol Award to the entrance best emulating the spirit of Jill Nicol. '34 Franklin. Back to my area of Null. However, that's great engineering.
Roger Penske and Bill Warner gave the award.
Thank you, Mr. Penske.
Most intriguing car.
Thank you very much. This is only the beginning. We're going to keep on going. Right, gentlemen? For bringing the car air-cooled. You know what? I have to admit, I did not know there was a V12 air-cooled trying to outdo one another. These were cataloged by Cadillac with, believe it or not, about 80 different Fleetwood bodies. Front and the back seat. This is a supercharged version of the car, which also makes it even more unusual. It has a V8 engine by Ford's Lycoming division for Auburn Ford Duesenberg, and it was anchor the dunes of the Paris-Dakar rally. Look at this. Quite something, you guys, if it is the car that's going to get the most views or not. Take care. You know, Max, wouldn't it be kind of funny if like 3 90-year-old guys presented the YouTube award? Bill, perhaps they don't trust your driving. That's why they didn't give you the key for their Paris-Dakar Porsche.
They're bodied by Buono, Italian builder.
1937.
This was an American chassis with foreign body.
I love that says me. That says you. You know what? It says me, so obviously delivered you in Italy. Interesting. Graham, sorry, convertible back up for the
another
second
car with the European.
Whoa, it's even getting a chair.
Yeah, European body on an American chassis. Swiss body, Warbluff and Graham.
Sam Lehrman. Don't do that, don't do that. The Lehrman collection.
This is George Whittle.
The ultimate playboy of its time.
This person had a lion for a pet. Special.
Much of the trim on this car is 24 karat gold. Found the car prior to restoration.
Coachwork by Motto, which is a
53 Cadillac.
If you want to
built in Italy.
Could be a good option.
One of those class American chassis. There's the result of the top.
1938 Packard Sedanka DeVille.
That is fabulous.
Cadillac DeVille, that's where this name came from. So it would be a Sedanka, meaning it's a closed body, Packard known, and the owner was a Canadian liquor distiller.
Sedanka DeVille, one of the best elegant Packards yet.
Careful with that call. There you go, Mr. Penske giving you your award for the most historically significant Indianapolis race car. Thank you very, very much. V8s. I don't think you can squeeze any more power out of an engine than getting a Ford V8 and sticking a turbocharger on it.
That's why it's significant.
I still don't have to say anything. I do all the talking. I've been talking for days. Absolutely. Graham, that's all you have to say. You're back with your funny... Thank you very much.
Outrageous design.
As we're waiting for the next car to come up, it's a great story. Thanks, Ed Welburn, former Chief of Styling at General Motors, sharing that wonderful story.
We got another Cadillac coming up, an Eldorado.
There was a Coupe de Ville, because on this particular car, on a car you have an A pillar, a B pillar, and a C pillar. And they certainly did it.
Americana, Le Mans, maybe?
That's correct. Also went to Le Mans. That is exactly right. Yes, with Briggs Cunningham.
With Briggs Cunningham, I do know some things.
Cover off the car, you could wear it on your head as a sombrero, which is quite unusual. This has got some serious fins and some very few of them have survived. And to see this wonderful Pininfarina coachwork on a Cadillac, great car to see here at Amelia Island.
8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. The Don Lee special.
Smiling as ever. Alfa Romeo.
This car is a Grand Prix winner and ran at Indianapolis as well.
It's
the Don Lee name car, the centric guy from LA years ago.
You're the one. Do you want me to hold that for you? I'll give it back, I promise. She doesn't trust me. Wise words. An Alfa Romeo Grand Prix. Alfa Romeo that has raced in Grand Prix and at the Indianapolis. General Motors Award is coming up for the most outstanding General Motors car. As it pulls away, I think one of the neatest styling statements on the car, this was of course designed by Harley Earl, across the center of the wheel cover. Just a really amazing design. Right now, De Tommaso Mangusta, but it did get the trophy for enduring design excellence.
Harley Earl's piece de resistance, I would say. Pièce de resistance. And if you watch, I don't know if you can do it, the headlights rotate around the grille. There you go. There are the headlights.
There is the headlights. For the most historically significant vehicle, the HVA National Automotive Heritage.
Where it's an enclosed air-conditioned trailer. Back in the old days, they would drive this to the New York Auto Show from Detroit. Alcohol or gasoline.
How about that? It could run on alcohol and gasoline. I guess it's
much like you.
I can run on anything.
They called it before the Chevy Corvair rear engine car came out. This was a fastback version. Now there's rumors on how many of these were built, but none of the originals have been found. There was a rumor that Dinah Shore got one.
Amelia Island. It's a great color too.
It's called Seafoam Green. There are also pictures of it in metallic red, and a lot of people
Mercedes-Benz and build a car that he could compete with the 540K. He was an interesting man. He unfortunately got thrown off the bush. So when you see your Audi next time and you see the placard, and it's here for the Craftsman Phil Hill Restorers Award. For the Restorer Magnificent 1908
Restoration Award.
30. Long bonnet, tiny windscreen. That is exactly how you would design a car. If your Speed 6 was really the fastest, the most powerful of the big Bentleys. Drove a Rambler Palm Beach.
Rambler.
Here from, ironically, Vero Beach. If I'm not mistaken, you might at the time then sent to Europe, and of course with this wonderful Pininfarina bodywork that was done on the car. Yes, I point her out because of course she was a famous.
Here's a Rolls-Royce Silver
1959 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud won. Oh
Choice
yes,
Award.
Wonderful. That is great. Jay, the Torpedo Convertible Victoria. What a car. Magnificent. Absolutely does deserve it. That's cut out. Fantastic a trick. This particular car has exhaust cutouts. The Amelia Award.
Amelia
You're
Award.
back again. You can't seem to get enough of these.
Comes the two best of shows. One is a Porsche 917 Can-Am car, and the other is a Whittle Duesenberg.
The 1973 Porsche 917 30 Can-Am Spider, bought here by Rob Hoffman, and the 1929 Duesenberg Town Limousine from the Sam Lehrman collection. Congratulations, gentlemen. Two winners. Funny how Rob sprays it not on his Porsche but over the Duesenberg, but anyway.
He's done this before, obviously. Congratulations, guys. Cheers to everyone, and thank you for staying with us through the whole presentation of all of the awards.
That 51 Bugatti is just incredible. Just a